Hey everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics. Hope everybody is doing well. So, just got back from my trip with Christina, Hello Kitty Piper. For those of you who don't know, last week we got married, finally, tied the knot. Would have done it sooner, but because of external circumstances, it took a little longer than we wanted, but it's done, so yay. So we went away, for a while, just got back, and I have to say that as much as I like going away, visiting new places, doing new things, I'm a homebody at heart. I've built my life around where I live. I just love what I do where I'm at, you know. So I still like traveling, but it's great to be home. And what better place to reset myself than to come down here to my favorite fishing hole and catch some trout, which, by the way, I caught a couple nice ones as soon as I got here. I can show you some pictures right here. So anyway, while we were out, we visited a couple of tobacco shops that were in the area and picked up some cigars. But amongst that, I picked up a tobacco that I never heard of, believe it or not. I can't believe it. And that's from Sutliff even. And I thought maybe this was just a different tobacco renamed, but it's not. And that is Red Herring Hot Grabba. So I asked the tobacconist what the deal is with this, and he said it is a special dark-fired tobacco leaf that I guess is popular in Jamaica, and also with other people that like the ganja. So I guess you can sprinkle a little in there to spice it up and give it a little bit more kick. So either way, it is just a straight tobacco, and something new. I thought that'd be fantastic. I love trying new stuff, especially it sounded dark-fired. It wasn't like a Sutliff aromatic, so you know, it'd be something different for sure. So anyway, I'll show you a little picture of it here. So yeah, it's a dark-fired, a really dark, strong, dark-fired tobacco. It's ribbony, almost a shag cup, but not quite. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of a thicker Gowith and Hogarth type of tobacco, like their dark bird's eye, something like that. And the smell, wow. There's a little bit of sweetness, but it really is smoky. It's different than Latakia in that it's got that smoky smell, but it's not got the creosote. And it's stronger than a regular dark-fired Kentucky from what I remember. And it's a little smokier than that even, a little darker, richer. So anyway, it comes a little moist. I dried it out a little bit. Packed it in my little empty author pipe here, which I really like. So let's light this up and see what it tastes like in the pipe. Straight. Got my little everlasting match here. I'll do a review of this little lighter later on. I know a couple people have asked me about this one as well as this one right here. It's a torch and a soft flame. Okay, back to the tobacco. Okay, so it starts off a little bit misleading. You might taste a little bit of a tangy tart, slight tangy tartness until the smoke actually starts burning and kicking in. Then you get that smokiness. Oh, by the way, it's called Red Herring Hot Grabba because it smells like smoked herring. A lot of people think that. So I would say it does smell like anything that if you've cooked anything in a smoker, minus whatever if it's a meat, you're not smelling that meat, you're not smelling the fish, but you are smelling that really strong hickory, smoky, like smoked meat smell. So taste-wise, strong. It's once it starts burning, at first you don't really get the strength, but once it starts burning, then yeah, it's got that smoked meat. It's like if you over-smoked something and you're just tasting mostly that liquid smoke. And then as you smoke down the bowl, it actually It reminds me, so it's sort of similar to a regular dark fired, but darker, stronger, smokier. And then the one thing that really gives it that extra difference and twist is it starts to get like a real dark, hot cinnamon spice, like one of those red hot spicy jawbreakers, or I don't remember what they're called. I think Red Hots. And then you get that. It's strong. It's almost like a tobacco. What I would think of is if you took a tobacco and didn't let it, you just smoked it right when it's flue cured, right out of the barn, without adding the sugars and letting it age for a couple of years or whatever they do to soften up tobacco. It just tastes pure, like just right out of the barn, or right out of the air cured barn, if that's what they do. So if I could compare it to any other tobaccos, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Nicotina rustica, or if you like any of the dark fired forward blends, like Amphora, dark fired blend, or Kentucky blend, only on steroids, and with that red hot like spice that it's hot. There really is I don't know if it's meant to be that. That's why they call it hot Grabba, but there is like that hot cinnamony thing that just coats your mouth. And it burns super slow. Like I barely packed this pipe and it just smokes and smokes and smokes. I didn't even finish my first bowl that I had because I didn't have anything to drink with it, which is another thing. I would probably recommend you have some sort of a drink with this, like a lemonade or even a coffee, because it's pretty strong. I'd be super curious to see what this tastes like aged, or even as a condiment to something. So I think this trumps my Montford Point Marines as strongest tobacco I've ever smoked. So if those other tobaccos that I mentioned sound intriguing and you like stuff that's over the top, you might like this. Otherwise, it's probably just a novelty. I don't know if I could, maybe in the wintertime or in the cold weather, I will try this again and see if it would be like something I would smoke often. Other than that, it's just something cool to have around just to say you've tried it. Anyway, have any of you guys heard of this hot Grabba or used it for anything? I'd be interested to know because I know nothing about it. So anyway, I'm going to end my review here. I hope you guys found it interesting, and I'll see you on my next one. Till then, Aromatics, signing out.